Okay, so this is present perfect again. So you remember last week we did have you ever, right? Have you eaten snake? Have you driven a truck? Mhm. This is part two, which has to do with how long. Okay. There's a reason, this is a bigger reason, in my opinion, why we separate just past and present perfect. Okay. So, one more time on the form. So, how you make it, either have or has, plus that past participle. Okay. A few of you, hint, hint, need to check your past participles on your homework. Just saying. Okay. Negative, haven't, or hasn't, and that past participle. Okay. So if you remember past participles, regular verbs, it's usually ed. So it looks exactly like the past. Irregular verbs, you're going to get those strange and different participles, like eaten, driven. Okay. Okay, so here's the important part, the meaning. So the second use of present perfect, and we use this a lot, something that started in the past and continues in the present. So this is the big difference between this and past, because when you say something in past, it's finished, right? I went to the store. It's over, it's finished, it's not continuing. But present perfect, it's past and present together. It's both. Okay. So let me show you some examples. So here's your form. Have been. So there's your have plus participle. So I have been a teacher for 31 years. Now notice we're adding the time here. That's going to be important later. Okay. So this means I started teaching 31 years ago and I continue to be a teacher. It's not finished. Big difference between that and if I said I was a teacher. If I say I was a teacher for 31 years, that means I'm not a teacher now. I finished. I retired. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay. But hey, Yancy. She can hear me. Maybe. Okay. So big difference between I was and I have been. Hey, Yancy.
Dios mío.
We got something going on at her house.
Ah,
Okay. All right. So this, we don't want to use this because I am still a teacher. It's continuing. Okay. All right. Ooh, hold on. Let me check my chat real quick. There we go. Okay. She can hear me good. Okay. So Mary has worked at Costco for 5 months. Okay, very important question. Does Mary work at Costco now?
yes. Yes, Mary's
So
work.
Mary has worked at Costco for 5 months. Does she work there now? Go ahead, Teresa, you got it right.
Yes, Mary's
Yes.
working at Costco.
Yep, she's still working there. Okay. So this is the idea. Again, if I just did past, if I cross this out and say, oh, lost my pen. If I cross this out and said worked, that means she worked there for 5 months, but now no. That's not true. She has worked at Costco for 5 months, meaning she started in February 5 months in the past, that's when it started. And she still works there. So if you have a job now, you would use I have worked, da 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 da. If you had a job in the past and you don't work there anymore, then it's I worked. So that's the big difference here. So they definitely have different meanings depending on whether you use have and has or not. Okay, example number 3. This is the one that always looks funny, even to me sometimes. Richard has had. I know it looks like the same verb, you're using the same thing twice, which you kind of are. But remember the rule for form. Have or has, and the participle. Just happens to be that the participle in this case is had. Okay. So Richard has had a fever for 3 days. So he got that fever. It started 3 days ago, and he continues to have a fever. It's not finished. It's continuing. Okay, everybody still breathing? Little meditation. Any questions so far?
For me,
Nuevamente reiniciar las ruedas de integración en los campos, las empacadoras.
No Spanish.
Oh, we're okay so far? Wait till we get to the practice, then we'll see how we're doing. Okay. Okay. So this is the idea. Started and continues. Past and present.
Continúen en esos sitios, sino que hagan más que antes, porque él quiere.
uh-oh.
Sorry, that was Mario. I muted him for a moment. Like, no Spanish in class. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mario. Sorry, I had to mute you for a minute because there was Spanish coming through. Okay, so here's what we're going to practice together. We're going to do a few of these. We're going to be changing from just a basic present sentence to present perfect. So we include past and present. All right. The most important part is the verb. That's what makes a difference in meaning here, is that verb. Okay, so let's take a look. So here's your basic sentence. They live in Los Angeles. Now I put 2 years here because we want to talk about not just now, but also the past 2 years. We want to have the past 2 years and now together. Okay. So first thing you do, look at the verb. What's the verb?
Living.
Live. All right. All right. So live is your verb. This is what's going to change to the past participle. So whatever your verb is here, that's going to become the past participle. So if we're talking about they, do we use have or has?
Have.
Yes.
Have.
Have.
For they, we use have. So now the verb live becomes the participle. Lived, in this case, it's a regular verb. So put the sentence together. They, everybody, they
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 have
have
Lived
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 in Los
in
Angeles
Los Angeles
for 2 years.
in Los
for 2
Angeles
years.
For 2 years.
Okay. And again, this is the big difference in meaning, right? They live in Los Angeles. That's only now. That only describes now. We want the past 2 years and now. So that's where this comes in. Have lived and then how much time. So this includes the past 2 years and the present. Okay? All right, let's try another one. So she drives a truck, and I put the amount of time, 5 years. First thing you do, what's the verb?
Right.
Drive.
Drives. Good. So again, this is what's going to become your past participle. Because remember, we're following our form. This plus this.
Has.
Yeah,
Has.
Mario got it quick. Yeah. He or she is going to, he, she, and it's going to be has.
Has. She
Okay.
has.
Anybody remember the
See.
participle for drive?
Drove.
She has
Drove.
right.
Drove is
Driven.
past. We want the participle.
Driven.
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 She has driven a truck 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
For 5 years. Mhm.
Okay, everybody try that. She
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 has driven
She
has
has,
driven
Has.
a
she
truck
has
truck
driven a truck
for 5 years.
for 5
for
years.
5 years.
5 years.
There you go. So that includes now and the last 5 years together.
She has driven.
This is all on Canvas, as usual. The whole PowerPoint's on Canvas. And you're going to practice tonight. All right, one more. So John is a plumber. 7 years is the
Yeah.
amount of time. First, what's the
John.
verb?
Plumber.
John has been
The plumber.
John
a
Verb.
plumber for 7 years.
Ah, Hong, stop jumping. You got it right, but shh. Okay. Okay, what's the verb?
Is.
Is. Yeah, don't forget that is am are. That's a verb. All right. So again, this will change to participle. Subject is John. So have
Has.
or has?
Has.
Has.
Has, because John is the
Has.
same as he. Okay. All right. So if is going to become the participle, what's the participle for is, am, or are?
been.
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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of those irregulars that's weird. Mm-hmm. Okay, now give me the sentence. John
John has been a plumber
Has been a
for 7
plumber
years.
for
John
7
has
years.
been a plumber
For 7
for
years.
For 7 years. 7 years.
7 years. Okay, there you go. Nice job. Okay, so I want to show you something real quick on my other notes before I go into the last slide there. Okay, so I want you to look at this. So let's say this.
Yeah.
Look at the difference between these. This is where the time thing is important. So on the second example, you have 7 years. These are different as far as meaning. If I only say John has been a plumber, what does that mean? If I just say John has been a plumber.
He's been a plumber in the past.
Mm-hmm. Sometime in the past, but not now. Uh-huh. This is where the time becomes important. How about John has been a plumber for 7 years?
He's still plumbing.
Uh-huh.
Present.
He
Has
started 7
started
years ago,
7 year and
and
continue.
he's still
Still
a plumber.
no.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Perfect job.
I know.
And Hong is very happy that she knows this one. Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Isn't it nice when you see grammar and you go, oh, I understand that. All right. Okay. All right.
Because I don't know the different when past
Yeah.
participle and when past perfect past present. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Yeah,
I
present
got
perfect's
it.
a little tricky. Yeah.
Yes.
So
now I
this is
got
why that time is so important here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because this is what we did last week, right? Sometime in the past,
Mm-hmm.
right? But not now. Like I have drunk tea. I'm not drinking tea right now. I don't drink tea now, but in the past, sometime in the past, I did it. Okay. But when you add that present perfect plus that time span, now you have something that continues.
If you have a time, so does it happen? Does it start in the past and still until right now? Yes.
And yes, exactly.
Yeah. If not the time, it's not the time. It's happened in the past, not
Sometime in the
now.
past
Not
only, but not
No.
now. Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got it.
I know. Isn't that nice when you go, oh, I got the grammar. Okay. It was like me when I finally learned subjunctive in Spanish. Okay.
I learned this grammar long time, but I don't remember. So I hope so today.
Review. You know, you always have to review. So, okay. Oops, this went back to the beginning of the slide. Hold on. Finish that one. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to add, and I wanted to add it today. So if you want to practice it, you can with the practice you're going to do in your rooms. Okay. So there are 2 things that we use for the time part of present perfect. One of them is for. That's what you saw in all the examples I did. I usually do the examples with for because for is easier, in my opinion. Maybe you won't agree with me. Maybe when you see since, you'll go, oh, like that's easy. Okay, great. But I generally use for just because I think it's easier. Okay. There is a difference in how we use these. Okay. So I wrote the rule for you. Okay. They are used differently. With for, this is how much time. So this can be 5 minutes, 2 days, 6 weeks, 3 years, however much time. Okay. I have been on Zoom for 29 minutes. And I'm still here. If my computer doesn't shut down. Okay. Knock on wood. All right. Since this is when you say the time when it started. Okay, so since means when it started and then it's continuing to present. So let me show you the example I did. I just did my teacher example. So I can say either one of these, the meaning's the same, basically. Okay. It's just depending on which preposition I use here. So for 31 years, 31 is amount, how much time? Since
31.
1995, 95 is when it started.
Start.
Okay. But both of these is something that started in the past and is continuing. When you do your practice tonight, you can use either of these, for or since. Okay, if this grammar is new for you, like I said, I suggest for because I think it's easier because you just have to say for and how much time. For 2 days, for 2 weeks, for 2 months. All right. Questions on for or since? Raquel! Can you hear me?
Hi, teacher.
Hey!
Hi,
Answer-
I'm sorry for late.
Answer my emails. I was so worried.
I lost my phone, teacher.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Oh,
had a
no.
little difficult to use my computer.
Yeah. Yeah, start learning the computer because it in the future it will make class and Canvas easier.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I mean, I know it's hard to learn at the beginning, but once you do, you're going to discover that it's easier to do your homework and all that. So, all right. Yeah, no, I was just worried. I'm like, I emailed and then I texted you, but obviously if you don't have a phone, that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Can I want to talk to you in the class?
Okay.
In the class.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So any questions on for and since? Are we okay? I guess we'll find out if we're okay during the practice. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a couple of these together. Ambulance time. Okay, here we go. I'm like, I knew I'd set up a practice beforehand. Okay. So remember the rule is have or has plus past participle. Okay. I'm going to add a special little note here. Add the time. You always want to add the time for this. Okay. Otherwise, it would just be, have you ever? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Mary works as a cashier. What's the verb?
Works.
Works is the verb. So that's what's going to become your participle. Okay. So have or has?
Has.
Mary has.
Yes.
Mary has
Worked.
Worked.
regular verb, so it's going to be ed.
Worked.
Worked.
As a case.
As a cashier.
As a cashier.
Yeah.
Add the time.
For 2 years.
For 3 years.
Oh, 3. Sorry, I heard 2. It was muffled. Okay. There you go. Now we have. Hey, usuario.
Hi, teacher. Hello.
Venetti?
Yes, good evening.
All right. Hold on. I want to give Renetti a name. Otherwise, we're going to be calling her usuario. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there you go. So as soon as you change that verb and then add that time, now you've got something that's past and present. Both. Okay. For my late people, I'm going to add this. Oops. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to add that just to make sure. Okay. All right. Let's try another one. Okay. What's the verb?
Are.
Are. Okay. Anybody remember what's the participle for are?
Been.
Been. Don't worry, your practice tonight, I gave you the participles. So you don't have to, oh, what's the participle? Okay. All right. Have or has?
Have.
Have. Children is plural, so it's like they.
Have.
So the children
Had.
have
Been.
Have
been
been in the yard.
in the yard
For 7 hours.
7 hours. Oh my goodness.
For 30
They're going to
minutes.
sleep well tonight. Okay. Okay, so there you go. As soon as you have that have plus participle and you add that time, that means it started 7 hours ago and they're continuing in the yard. Okay, everybody still breathing?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let me pause the recording. Okay, so questions, since we are talking about how long, that's how these questions are going to start. Okay. So for I, you, we, they, the only difference in questions is the order of the grammar. So for an answer, it's have plus participle, subject have plus participle. In a question, you change the subject and the have, you reverse. Okay. So for a question, you're going to, how long have you, for example, or they, we, I, okay, plus your past participle. Okay. So that's the only difference is you're changing the order. So let me show you an example. Okay. So you've got the same parts. You've got the you, subject, the have, and the participle.
Participle.
The only difference is for a question, you reverse the have and the you. For an answer, you reverse it back.
Bỏ hết xuống dưới đi chút em.
So if I say, how long have you studied English? Answer, I
Have.
have
I have studied
Study.
English
English for
3 months.
yeah, whatever it is.
3 months. 6
3 months, 6 months, 2 months, whatever it is. Okay. So that's the only difference, like I said, between question and answer is the order. And this is important because if you don't have the right order in a question in English, people are not going to answer you. If you say how long you have studied, that's not a question. People are waiting for you to finish the sentence. It's not a question. So if you've ever said something like, I can swim, or you can swim, and people don't answer you, it's because that's not a question. Can you swim? Can first. That's a question. Okay. We're big on order in English. How long has so same thing, except it's has because it's he, she, it, right? All right. So we'll pick on Amir today. Oop, and I almost did it wrong. Look at that.
Has Emir.
We got a little beep beep going. All right.
Nancy,
So
someone
again,
wants to
the
talk
has
with you.
first, then the subject, then the participle. Okay. Oh, sorry. Interrupted somebody. So, how long has Amir lived in Northern California? Answer?
I have.
He has
I
He has
lived
lived in
Northern
Northern California 6 months. For 6 months.
Okay. So that's the only difference on question and answer. Okay. Is that reverse. When you have a question, you put the have or has first, and then the person and the participle. Answer, you put the person first, and then the have plus participle. So that's the only difference on question answer. Okay. All right.
Teacher, that's the question. So I don't understand about with the nay at first with the verb has the nay with the next one. It's not the other one. How long Amir has living in North California?
No, in English you have to change the order. In Spanish, you could keep it the same order, but in English, the have or the has to go first in a question.
No,
That's the rule.
that's the rule.
If you ask me why it's the rule, I have no idea. English is crazy. But that's the rule in English, where if you have what I call a two-part verb, the verb that has two parts, like can, go, will, study, have, live, the first part has to go first. And then the name, and then the second part.
Teacher,
It's just a general rule.
it's the same when you talk to other person to the right. It's
Yeah,
same-
because if you say it the other way, if you say how long Amir has lived, that's not a question, it's a sentence. So nobody's going to answer you because they think they're waiting for you to finish the sentence. So like I said, if that's ever happened to you, it happens to a lot of my students. To where they think they're asking a question because they said,
Teacher, that's frozen. Teacher.
Her computer is dead again.
Yep.
Teacher, are you frozen?
Or she don't want to tell us some secret from English.
Teacher back.
Okay, no more jokes. Teacher,
No more question for teacher.
We are finished our class today.
She says waiting again for my computer.
Oh,
She sent me to my phone.
she's texting you.
Yeah,
This is
and she said waiting again for my computer.
what she say? See you tomorrow?
No. It's back. I think.
My recording came back on. Yeah, I may have to do some computer shopping, and I really don't want to. Like, okay, could I go work at Walmart? You know, make an extra $1,000 or whatever. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh. All right. Thank you for waiting.
I forgot what the Raquel. Can you repeat the question?
Oh, she was asking about order. So for a question, why we can't say how long Amir has lived. And to us in speaking English, that's not a question. It's a sentence.
sentence.
It has to be have or has first, and then the person, and then the participle. It's just a rule. Like I said, I can't tell you why English does that, but it's the rule. So.
Thank you, teacher.
Uh-huh.
I need to practice.
Yeah, it's just like I said, your brain from your language is going to be telling you to do it that way. So that's why I always say go slow and make sure you're getting the order. Okay.
I understand right now why the people no understand to me, because my sentence is not complete.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, we're very tuned into like order. So it's like as soon as we hear that have or has first, our brain says, oh, a question. I need to pay attention so I can answer. It's kind of an automatic thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nice. You guys are doing great though. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have you try the question and answer a little bit. And then, like I said, for anybody who arrived late, remember tomorrow is Casas Day. So if you have a computer or tablet, computer, laptop, or tablet with a camera, you can test tomorrow at 6:30. Okay. If you only have a phone or Chromebook, the Casas test won't connect with that. So we'll have to figure out something else. Okay. If you can do tomorrow, it's great because it's the same time as class, 6:30. I'm going to email you the Zoom link for the test. So you just go to that Zoom at 6:30, not here. Okay. And again, I will be on Zoom if my computer's working. I will be on Zoom 7:30 to 8:30. So if you want to come, like I said, ask a question, do a makeup thing from recycling, whatever. Yeah, Raquel, that camera's still not. Is that your phone, Raquel? Are you on phone or computer?
It's my laptop.
Okay. You'll have to check. Does your laptop have, oh, I can see your background.
You see my, okay.
I can see the bridge.
Okay. This is
so
that towel.
Yeah, you'll get there. You'll just have to figure out how to do the settings.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, I tried to moving everywhere, teacher, but it's not working.
Yeah, well, I can see your background now, so at least that's working. Min has that, and then are you in front of your laptop?
Yes.
Okay, but I can't see you.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to check settings. Okay, well, we'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to have you try the Q&A, and then, like I said, tomorrow I will be on Zoom 7:30 to 8:30. So I'll send everybody an email with all the link, the details, etc. And if you can't do the test tomorrow, then I will talk to Julian about the open link, because they do makeups and they're open like every day from like, I think it's like 8 or 9 in the morning until like 7:30 at night. So, and even I'm not sure if they're doing Saturday mornings in the summer. I will check on that. Okay. So you can always do a makeup. All right. Easier to do it now because then you don't have to do it in August when you start the next class. So, I think that's it. Okay. Like I said, I'll send you an email with the details. If you have any questions, obviously let me know. Okay. I'm going to pause the recording. There you go. Okay. So the usual, the overview. Let me bump this up a little. Okay. So the overview, which is what we're doing this week. Okay. Here is the how long. So basic explanation started in the past, continues in the present. And then the entire PowerPoint that I showed you earlier is here. Sometimes a document takes a process, but the presentation that I showed you earlier with all the slides, that is here, I promise. Okay. And I also did a couple of question examples, so you can see those. Okay. Great video. This video shows both kinds of present perfect we've now done. It shows the have you ever, and it shows the past to present. Okay, so you don't have to answer anything on this, just watch it. Okay, very good explanation. Quiz. This is just for or since. All right, so I give you a time. So September 14th, 2000. Would you say since or would you say for?
Since.
Since.
Since. So that's all you do. Okay, there's 10 different ones. I'm going to submit my quiz and it's going to tell me I have 9 wrong. Yeah, you only got 1 correct. Well, I only answered 1. All right. No, you're not going to let me do that. Okay, hold on. Ah, you're not letting me go back. What the heck? Sorry, it won't let me just go back or go forward like you guys can. Okay. So that's just the for and since. And then write the sentences. This is exactly like the practice we did in class tonight. I give you the present, you change it to the present perfect. Just the answer. You don't have to do the questions. Just the sentences. All right. Okay. So that's what's up so far. Like I said, on Wednesday, we'll do some more practice, get into like the personal connections, and I have a reading for you. Okay. All right. So that's it right now. Nice work, people. Just remember, have or has plus participle, have or has plus participle. Check last week's discussion. Just saying. Really cool stuff and really cool pictures, but look at your grammar. All right.
Thì con rửa đi, con cứ hứng nó vào trong cái son đấy nè, nước cứ hứng vào trong son cho mẹ này.
No, I have no idea what she's saying either. All right. Yeah, people forget they're on video.
I think dinner is ready. That